Hi, how are you?
Welcome. Are you still where you at? What are you doing?
I'm in San Diego, so we're at the hotel, but I can't show you. They didn't tell us until we checked in that we can't see out the windows
What? At all?
at all because you know how most places do construction during the summer?
Yeah.
Only the whole rest of the hotel has windows available except for ours. They're completely like blocked off. and they
What
told
is that?
and they told us when we were checking in, and I was like, "Can we get a different room?" She's all, "We're sold out." We're like, "Okay."
You know what? You and I are never meant to have windows. Period. Like, why do we even try? Why do we even try to have windows? Okay, Matt and I have shared an office. To go back here, we've been doing the morning show. By the way, this year marks, is it 10 years that we've been doing the show together now?
Really? I thought it's been
Yes.
longer.
Yes,
Feels like
because
longer. It feels like longer with you, but whatever.
girl,
Samesies.
I was gonna say you're right, but no, but when we were in Modesto in our office, I had to share an office with somebody else. And then I think we both kind of shared that office with somebody, but you didn't really go into it that much because you and Joe at the time were together. So like you would always go back there and talk with him. And then I shared the office with the other guy. And then you were there in the morning, but then the other guy would come in. Anyway, then when we went to our other building, we got our own office, just you and me. And we were the only ones that did not get a window at all.
I
Right.
know.
And then they were going to have a share office with somebody else. And so we didn't get a window. And then we had to share an office with somebody from another radio station. And then that went away. And then we moved to a whole nother building upstairs, a chance for a whole new fresh start. Still no window.
And you know what's funny to me is how mad they get that we're like, we want a window, even though we've been working there 18 years.
Right, right.
You guys are such a spoiled brat morning show. We've been doing this 18. Like, I know that you guys have known me since I was 21 or 22, but now I'm a 40-year-old woman and I feel like I've earned my damn spot here.
I feel like after 20 years, we should be allowed to have a window.
Oh, or you know what else we should be able to do? Be able to go to the other radio stations' concerts that are free and be able to go like hang out with our radio friends. Oh, wait, you're not allowed because you haven't worked here 18 years. We're going to kick you out of the backstage.
I'm starting at window. I'm not tackling that until I get a window.
No, I'm still pissed. I'm still pissed because if that morning show guy would have came to one of our shows, there's no way we would have told him, no, you're not allowed to come back here.
I want a window. Or I want to draw one.
Okay.
Let's draw a window.
So I got you some NA IPAs. We've talked about it before. If you're new to the show, Ian Riley has been sober a very long time. Okay. And you talked about it a couple weeks ago that you're like, an NA IPA would be nice. Okay. So look, I got you some.
Oh, they come in 3-packs.
They come in 4. I had 4. And then, so
I get a call. She tells me that she got these. And I'm like, oh, I know those will make it home.
Yeah. Ian Riley's like, you know what I love about NA beers is that there's no way you're going to drink them before you come here. And then what do? Meet the one guy in San Diego that doesn't drink. So he saw that I had NA IPAs and opened one. So you could thank Kayshawn. It's delicious. It's really good. So when I posted it, everybody's like, those are really good drinks. And I'm like, I wouldn't know they're NA. So why would I drink them? Right. It tastes just like an IPA. It's delicious.
I was really excited when I saw those non-alcoholic IPAs because for the longest time, all of us non-alcoholic drinkers have gotten like 2 types of O'Doul's, a St. Pauli's Girl, and this weird Guinness knockoff that wasn't really that good. But otherwise, most of the NA beer is awful. And then these IPAs come around and they're really good.
Yeah. So I got you like this light copper. And then I got you the hazy. I got you a hazy. There you go.
I'm excited about the hazy.
And then I don't know what this one is. They just said it was NA, so I got it. It looks like it has a cute little apple on it.
I'm excited about all those. I wonder if they make non-alcoholic ciders. Is it a cider?
It says Limbo Series, non-alcoholic beer. No, this is a beer.
Okay.
They only had 4 NAs, so I got them all, but now you get 3.
I would have been excited for 2.
I was like, damn it, if I hadn't have showed him, he wouldn't have known that there was 4.
Hey, what's the date today?
The 19th. How many days until your birthday? 4,
I'm
right?
so glad you asked. I wasn't even
5?
thinking about that, but 2.
2. What are you going to do for your birthday?
I don't know. How do you do? Okay, I was thinking about this. Joking aside, my boys will be with me on my birthday. How do you do birthdays for yourself with young children? Because what I was thinking was like Chuck E. Cheese. And then because like my youngest just wants like a thing to celebrate, like he just enjoys the celebration. So I figure go to Chuck E. Cheese and then kind of make it like a thing where like I'm excited that we're at Chuck E. Cheese too, because it's like my birthday, it's like they're kind of in on it.
So I like that. So and you enjoy Chuck E. Cheese, it's your
Yeah.
thing. So I would do that, or you love John's Incredible Pizza. That's one of your favorite spots. So you could do that and still celebrate with the boys. And then do that during the day though. And then I would think at night, do like an indoor camp out, like set up a little tent and do some s'mores.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Get your pit barrel out, light it up, and have the boys outside with you, do like a little bonfire.
Oh, so don't do the pit barrel inside.
No. So that's what you're gonna do? Just hang out with the boys?
So. I think so.
Okay.
I think so. I think Jackson, my youngest, is the one I think I most have to focus on as far as like good time stuff. My oldest is kind of like, whatever. But I think my youngest is like looking for a party,
Okay, then throw yourself a party. Give
so.
yourself some decorations. Do all the things.
Yeah, get some hats, stuff like that.
Take them out disc golfing. Let them know, even though it's a birthday, it's still my birthday, and I want to do what I want. So just take them out with you.
I think we'll have fun. I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, that will be cool.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do today?
I think today, actually, tell me if you've ever done this. Like
Nope.
You've got a lot of stuff you need to do, and so you just keep putting it off and putting it off and putting it off, but you can't put it off anymore. I think that's today.
Okay, what have you been putting off that you just can't do anymore?
Oh, I've got metal hanger stuff I have to do. I've got lawyer stuff I have to do. I've got bill stuff I have to do. I've got cleaning stuff I have to do. And I can tell you right now that in about an hour, my buddy Nick is going to call me up and be like, "What's up?" I'm gonna get a gift from him of like somebody like knocking on a door and slowly opening it and saying, "Are you there, buddy?" And then I'm going to have a conversation back with him and gift, and we're going to come to an understanding that we need to disc golf at some point today. And then I need to make the decision on whether or not I'm going to side skirt my responsibilities to go do that, or if I would take care of my responsibilities before I go do that.
Well, I think it's super cute that you think that there is a decision to be made, because we all know what you're going to do.
I know I'll take care of my responsibilities.
No, you won't.
I know I won't.
You will 100% be on the disc golf course later today.
Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. When do you start coming home?
After the show today. After the show, we went to the beach yesterday. So we have the valet guys. They're these like 22-year-old kids. They're awesome. And they're like, go to this beach, go to this. There's this one beach. It's super secluded, right? So we go, not secluded, packed. So we go and we sit down, and high tide, like we're not even there. And Jamie and I are both on our like Instaing, right? So we're not paying attention to the ocean. We're literally why we're there. Wham! Wipes this. We got those new, have you heard of those sand cloud towels?
No.
So they were on Shark Tank. So they have these sand cloud towels where you put them on, and as soon as you lift them, literally every drop of sand is supposed to fall right off of the towel, right?
Okay.
Without shaking it on your neighbors or anything. But now it's soaking wet with just, the sand is now like a kind of like a mud, right? So it's heavy. We kind of have to move that one to the side, and we lay it out to put some sun. We grab the other sand cloud towel. We got hit 4 times. The third time we hear the family behind us go, "Ooh, 3 times." So they're like watching us get laid out with waves.
You were the source of people's bets.
We were. So we make it all the way back to the Jeep. And by now, the sand cloud towel is like dampish. And Jamie, and every piece of sand comes off of it.
Really? So it works. It's legit.
It's quite the investment. Get them.
How much is the sand cloud?
I'll look it up. We bought like a bundle. Let's see, sand. I think it's sand cloud. Is what it's called.
$48. No, that can't be it.
Yep, that's it. $48.
Sand resistant, 48, $50. Wow. Okay.
They work. The only thing that had sand on us was our bodies. So like we sit in the Jeep and we feel like sandpaper all over our butt. So then we go to this restaurant called STK Steakhouse, and it's a chain. I will never return. We come in and it's like booming DJ music. It's $100 a steak. Our bill was $300, right? Yeah, Denise, we were totally going to be on TikTok. Our bill was $300 with this loud ass music. And we're like screaming at each other. Our server was awesome. The service was awesome. The food, not even good, right? Well, it was okay.
Like, okay, what did you get steak-wise? What did you get? What cut of meat is making you say this is not your jam?
A 16-ounce ribeye that was overcooked. And as soon as the guy put the plate down, I go, this is not 16 ounces. Because I go to steak night on Wednesdays at Old Town, and they cut it to whatever ounce you want.
I asked the guy. He was like, if you want to do 35 ounces, go for it, dude.
Yeah. And so I know what 16 ounces look like. This was not it. And Jamie had a filet and a lobster. It was good, but it wasn't really flavorful. The music was hella loud. And we're like, Jamie asked the server, does the sugar daddy come with our meal? And he's like, girl, I wish. He goes, you want some glitter too? Because all these girls had like glitter all over. And then these girls next to us, they only ordered sides. And Jamie even asked, she's like, do these girls come in here? Do they actually order food? And our guy was like, sometimes they just order like a side of asparagus. We're like, yeah, crazy. And it just was not our thing. But there was a family, as Jamie and I were talking smack the whole time, watching us. And they're kind of side-eyeing us, like this bougie family, like parents, adult kids. Oh, and another thing, a new fashion statement that I'm totally going to jump on this trend in a minute. And they're kind of side-eyeing us. Jamie gets up to go to the bathroom. And I don't like when people fall. But this bee been side-eyeing us all dinner, right? And she comes and she wasn't, I would say, drunk. But it made it look that way. Like she fell because she was drunk. But women in heels, it's the thing. And have you ever seen a woman like try to save herself from falling? And they're like zigzagging. And she just falls right in front of my table. And I go, hey, do you need help? Do you need help? And she won't even look at me because she's so embarrassed. And then her adult son is the first one to come over. And then her daughter. And her husband's like watching her, waiting for her to get up. And then the manager of the restaurant comes over and asks her if she needs help. And then that's when the husband comes over and asks. And I'm like, you could throw money at me all day. I don't want a husband who treats me like that. He should have came running over, been the first one, but nope. And she was so embarrassed. And she was fine. But then the server comes over and he goes, did she just eat it right in front of your table? I miss everything. He was so bad.
So what's the go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, what's the fashion trend?
Okay. So the young ladies here and some older ladies wear like super cute. It could be a mini skirt. It could be a cocktail dress, but with tennis shoes. They wear platform Converse. So they're not in heels. Like all these women, we went to this super nice restaurant again last night, and this girl is in this super cute crop top with her mini skirt and her damn platform tennis shoes. I ordered platform Converse like that last night. I told Jamie, I was like, I will wear every single one of my dresses with those shoes, every single pair.
You know who I low-key kind of fell in love with who wore clothing like that?
Who?
This goes back a few years, but her name was Margie Mays on American Idol from like 3 years ago. Super cute. She did Meghan Trainor, and she wore shoes like that when she performed in like Hawaii week or something. And I'm like, oh my God, she is stinking adorable.
Oh, I bought them. We both bought. So we went to Gas Lamp. The last time I was at Gas Lamp was Christmas with my ex-boyfriend, and nothing was open. So Jamie and I go, and we're the only ones getting carded everywhere we go. That's how young the crowd was. And we're like, whoa. So finally we found like an Irish pub and posted up out there and just kind of people watched. But we saw this trend that night. And then the next night we saw it again. We're like, what? And then we went to Little Italy, a completely different spot. And well, not completely. It's only like 10 minutes away. And those ladies were wearing it there too. And we're like, we're doing this. So we finally ended up just getting our own. We went to this one place called King and Queen. So we looked up on TikTok on the drive here. Jamie like mapped out all the different, we've hit every like tourist spot that we've wanted to hit. We've had such a good time.
I want a vacation with her. She vacations like I want a vacation. It sounds like she looks like where you guys are going to go and you kind of have a plan and you sort of stick to it.
Yes.
I want a vacation with her. That's how I vacation. How Jamie vacations, whenever we talked about how I vacation and how awful it must be to vacation with me, how she's vacationing is how I dream to vacay.
We have had such a good time. So somebody at home in Modesto told her to check out this chicken place called the Crack Shack. And they have gluten-free chicken. You know how long it's been since I've gluten-free fried chicken? 5 years. 5 years. So delicious. You would never guess. So I order chicken. She orders regular chicken. We order like a plate of fries and a side of fries of something else. And the guy comes out and goes, I was looking for a group. It's just the two of her. Our lunch was $100. Like we didn't even realize like it was delicious. The most, she was like, we could have gotten the gluten-free and I would have had no idea that it was like, it was so good. It was, if you were ever in this area, go to the Crack Shack. It was, the service was awesome. The atmosphere was fun. We really enjoyed that. We've been eating a lot. We've shopped a lot. We went to the beach. We've hit every tourist destination. We've Ubered. We've taken the Jeep. So today we're trying to find a place to drive the Jeep onto the beach, at least fast enough to get a photo and get out of there. So that's our goal today. And then we're going to head home.
I think you guys can do that. I think that'll be awesome.
She's like, you need to Insta this. You need to do this. And she's also been like helping with the show stuff. And she's like, we need to get your Jeep on the beach. And then you're going to put your hammock up there. And then we're going to get you a picture. And then we'll jet out of there before the police come. And I'm like, let's do this.
So is that how all you women get those pictures on your Tinders and Bumble profiles that look like somebody took them for you? Is you guys just go on the beach and take the picture real quick and then get out?
Yes. Like somebody, so I got that pea cup that we talked about.
Yeah.
This is the greatest thing I've ever, the she pea or the pea, whatever it's called.
Isn't being a dude awesome?
It's awesome. I am so jealous of you guys.
You should be. It's like our one thing.
When we were leaving the beach yesterday, I'm like, I gotta go. She's like, we got our sheep pea or whatever it's called, right? All I had to do, and I know you don't want to hear it, but I have a maxi dress on, is put my man part underneath.
All you had to do was stand and pee.
Yes. Nobody saw, and I was able to shoot it to where it wasn't like near the Jeep or we weren't stepping in it or anything. Yeah. Where has it been on my life?
This is one of those instances where you're telling me what it's like to do that thing, and I could be like, yeah, I know. Been doing it for 42 years. And
somebody was like, somebody's in there taking this picture. Like, who's in the bathroom with you taking this picture? I'm like, Jamie. Denise, I am in San Diego. Yeah. Somebody's like, who's taking the photo? Well, girls pee in front of each other all the time.
Oh man, no, I saw that. I thought to myself, your world just opened wide up.
It is. And then we're going to drive home tonight. And then I'm going to get a little bit of rest. And then after the show tomorrow, I'm headed up to Oregon to see my kids.
Oh, that's right. How long are you going to be up there for?
Till Friday.
Okay. That'll be awesome.
But I got a room. Joe's girlfriend, was like, are you going to stay here? Or are you getting a room? Because she offered. And I said, no, girl, I'm going to get a room. That way we can leave the kids with Joe one night and you can come hang out with me at the hotel. She goes, doing that. I'm doing that.
Done and done.
I tried to give her some money. So we all got that child tax credit hit. And she has my kids out of the 5 weeks of summer. She's had my kids quite a bit. And I was like, can I please send you some money for the kids? And she's like, absolutely not. So I sent money to Joe and he's like, I don't want your money. And I said, can you buy her something nice then? Can you do something nice? And he sent her a whole big old bouquet of flowers yesterday. So I'm pretty proud of him.
That's cool. I see a whole lot of people trying to give other people money. Nobody asked me if I wanted money. I would have just said yes. And that whole conversation would have been over like that.
That's what she wrote back. She was like, if I would have known you were going to give the money to Joe, I would have just told you yes.
Right. Yeah. You know what? I haven't got that yet. That hasn't hit our account yet. I got the letter saying we were going to get it. This isn't there yet.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's not there yet. So waiting. Fingers crossed. I want to go out and get me some cheeseburgers or something.
Yeah. So my friend Benny, and his wife Carolyn, the one who does the Traeger, they told us to go to this place called the Friendly, which is a cheeseburger, and you're not allowed to change anything about it. She said it's just a regular cheeseburger with like mayonnaise, and you're not allowed to say no mayo, no. You just take it as it comes, and allegedly it's like the most delicious cheeseburger you've ever had.
It has to be, because you couldn't do anything to it, so you have to force yourself to like it. I hate that.
I know. We were talking about it last night. My new friend Kayshawn that drank your beers is a picky eater, and he's like, "No way, am I eating mayo on it?" And I'm like, "Then we're going by ourselves."
Like, okay, I can understand not wanting to add. Okay, there is a burger joint in Modesto along one of the main Tully's, Carver's, Orangeburg's areas that puts their food on a bun for you, and they won't add mustard if you ask. I even gave them mustard packets and said, "Could you just please put this on while you're cooking it? It just tastes different." No,
what
we don't
road
put
is it
mustard
on?
on it.
What road is it
I
on?
don't want to say the name of the company or the business, because it's a very local, popular burger joint.
I know exactly what place you're talking about.
And they won't add anything on it. Like, I like mustard. I can't remember if it was mustard or ketchup, but they would not put mustard on it for me, I think. And I was like, "Can you?" And there was a squeeze bottle of mustard. "Can you please just a quick squirt, right? Just that there." No, we don't do that. I'm like, your burger is not good enough to deny me mustard if I ask to put mustard on there.
Right?
It's just not.
It's some people have a hard limit. Like, we went to this place the other night. It was like a speakeasy tiki bar lounge thing. And the homing area doesn't have any vodka. None. Not an ounce. They had gin, rum, all of the other stuff. No vodka. Then we go into the speakeasy part, the tiki, no vodka. We're like, why do you draw a hard line at vodka? We're so confused.
Right.
But you have
right.
12 different rums up there and brandy and gin, but no vodka? Like, why? And nobody would tell us why.
I want to put this out there right now, because we've done this a few times on the show, and I think that we could get some interest on this, or at least some suggestions. I am very picky when it comes to my burgers, and that I will not call a burger a phenomenal burger unless it's a phenomenal burger. I'll eat any burger. I love burgers, right? Like the fast food chains, regular burgers, I love them all. Red Robin, they're all great burgers. But when it comes to a really good seasoned burger that just blows your mind, the last one I ever had was Rockin' Bees, was it Rockin' Bees or Mel's Rockin' Bees in Modesto
Rockin'
before
Bees.
they had to move.
Rockin' Bees.
Rockin'
Yep,
Bees.
Mm-hmm.
I have not had a burger as good as Rockin' Bees since they left. I've had people suggest, but I haven't had one. And that place that won't put mustard on my burger, I don't know who they are, and I know that they're doing okay, but they're not getting my business because they won't do something as simple as put a little bit of mustard on there, right? Like, I could do it myself, but I'm asking. So, and that's not a snooty thing. I think that there's places where when you go,
No.
I'm a super polite customer, and I will not complain. But if I ask you, if I say, "Would you mind adding mustard to that?" and you say no, I'm not going to say anything, but I'm going to remember it and not come back.
I think you asking for mustard does not make you snooty. I think them refusing makes them snooty.
Right.
Yes.
So me not going there is not going to shut their doors, but they're still not getting my $10 or $12 every month when I go by because I want a burger.
If I'm at a high-end steakhouse and I pay $200 or whatever for my steak and I ask for A1, you bring me the A1, no matter how you cook that steak, because I am the customer. So if I want mustard on my burger, put it on. But anyways, the place we're going to today does not do that. You're not allowed to change anything about it. And Carolyn, when she first told me about it, she's like, there's so much mayonnaise and all of this. She goes, but I ate it and it was like the most incredible. So I think we might hit up that place. I don't know. We've talked about a lot of places.
Does the burger store and travel well is my next question.
No. So that's something we're going to have to eat and go. But we do have a million pieces of fried chicken left over.
I'll bet you also found some beef jerky somewhere.
And for the ride home. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Beef jerky. We ate beef jerky on the way here.
What? No, you? No way. So weird.
I know.
When did you start liking beef jerky? Hey, have you tried sunflower seeds?
Those as well. I brought 4 bags of those. It took us 10.5 hours to get here.
Wow. How many times did you stop?
Just a couple times to go to the bathroom.
And now that you have those stand-up pee things, that should have been like a quick in and out.
It was. As soon as we got over the grapevine, that not only in LA, there was literally traffic everywhere to where I drove the wrong way.
Okay. Did you do most of the driving?
I did, yeah, all of it.
Yeah.
And so there, to get onto the highway where there's super more traffic, for like 2 miles, it's backed up. And I go, damn it, were we supposed to get into this line? And I hate cutting people. I hate those people who drive to the front. That's why everybody else is waiting, because you're a jerk and just couldn't get in the line, right? So I noticed that. So finally, we noticed like what's it called? Like not a side street, like a next to the highway. What do they call those little streets? Frontage road.
Frontage road. Yeah.
So I finally go, Jamie goes, I think you could go down this frontage road, right? So I go, and I was just on the left lane for a minute until I got over, because all these people thought I was trying to cut them off. So they're like blocking me from turning over to the right lane. So I'm like, meh, meh, and just took the frontage road to the next on-ramp and got on the highway there.
That's the way you do it. When you know those, especially in those little towns, like you probably have spots in Manteca because you grew up there, where you know that if it's haywire here, you can cut over here and take these little streets and go right past all of that,
Yes. And we have a long time. Here's how random our listenership is, right? We have a long time listener. She's been on here a lot of times. Kristen Rasmussen.
Yeah.
She sends me an email and says, we saw you on the 5. We saw your Jeep. She goes, as soon as I saw your hair coming out that Jeep, she goes, and then I saw your Madden logo. And I'm like, that's Madden. I'm like, what are the odds that somebody from Modesto saw us on the highway?
If I wore my K-Hop sweatshirt at Disneyland, 100% of the time, I would run into somebody from Modesto or Stockton. Every time.
Yeah.
Every time. It was so awesome. I love that. It was so cool. It's like, because you got a chance to stop and talk to somebody from home for just a couple of minutes and sort of feel like you're not a fish out of water. You jog through all the places that you both remember, and then you go your separate ways, but then you see them and there's that connection,
Yeah, it was cool. She goes, as soon as I saw the hair, I knew it was you. And I'm like, yep. That's why her name is Becky. That's why the Jeep's name is Becky.
Oh, I love it.
With the good hair.
Becky with the good hair, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's so rad. I'm glad you guys are having a good time.
We are. We're going to eat. We're going to hit the beach. I mean, she doesn't have to be home at any time. I don't have to be home at any time. So after the show, we're going to wrap things up and just take our time getting back. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I'm going to go camping in the next couple of weeks, but outside of that, I don't think I really have anything lined up like that. Nothing sexy anyway. Like, what do you do? Okay, so you're a single person. Maybe we talk about this in the next stream, vacationing single, because I think I'm having a hard time taking time off from work because I just don't know what I would go do.
Do you want to know the truth? When I went to Vegas by myself was the greatest time I've ever had.
Let's talk about that in the stream too, because I think those experiences are different for men and women too.
Okay, at the 8 o'clock stream, and with Joe will totally host you if you want to go to Vegas. Check that out.
I totally know that. Absolutely. Okay. And I would appreciate the heck out of that. Yeah, let's talk about that.
And you should hit him up, because I think our friend Orphan's going down there, and you guys would probably have a good time at the same time.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah. All right. So we'll talk about it on the 8 o'clock stream.
Cool.
Vacationing. All right. Bye.
Bye, guys.